welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we have a brand new pick a card reading, but before we dive into it, I wanted to give a huge shout out to HomeAglow for sponsoring today's video. And HomeAglow is a 5-star home service platform dedicated to making your space clean and tidy. With their easy online booking capabilities, you can instantly schedule top-rated cleaners in your area, either for a special occasion or regularly with their Forever Clean membership. And personally, as a new mom and entrepreneur, I have not had time to do an actual deep clean of my home in a while, which is a little bit embarrassing. However, after this deep clean, my shower looked pristine, my kitchen looked pristine, my entire bathroom. Our cleaner went above and beyond. She cleaned our baseboards. She cleaned our cabinets. Now everything around my house is glowing. It looks amazing. And after this cleaning, I went on HomeAglow and I got the membership myself because I absolutely loved this service. And I know I'm gonna be using them regularly in the future, especially to do these deep cleans. Walking through my home, I just feel like this whole energy reset. And spring is such a powerful season for clearing space, releasing stagnant energy, and doing a whole reset. And personally, I love having a clean, high vibe home, and HomeAglow makes it effortless. With their simple online booking, I was able to schedule a highly rated, background checked cleaner in just minutes. I picked the day, the time, and how long I wanted my home to be cleaned, and they handled the rest. And what really sets them apart is their Forever Clean membership. You save $30 an hour on all future cleanings, and you can book weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly cleanings depending on your personal flow. And personally, getting this membership was a no-brainer for me because even after the first clean, it already pays for itself because of how much money you save. And if you want to experience the magic for yourself, you can take home cleaning off your plate this spring and head to homeaglow.com/thegemgoddess or scan the QR code on the screen to get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. And again, that's homeaglow.com/thegemgoddess or scan the QR code on screen to get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. And honestly, the energy shift that I feel when my home is freshly cleaned is amazing. It's a whole spiritual cleanse in itself. And if you're ready for a reset and to call in something new, then I highly recommend checking out HomeAglow. And thank you so much to HomeAglow for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely know that you are going to love this service. It is so convenient, so easy to use, and it has been one of the best things that I have ever discovered. So I'm so excited for you to try them out as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right back into today's pick a card reading. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a brand new pick a card reading all about the biggest brand new blessings and surprises that are on their way to you right now. So whenever you felt called to click on this video, whenever it showed up for you, it means that there's some big blessings on their way to you, and this video is going to help you connect with and reveal what those blessings are. And this way it just can help bring some upliftment about those big blessings that are on their way. I set the intention with Spirit before recording this video that Spirit is going to reveal to you all those big blessings that are on their way to you to help uplift your spirit, to help call in those blessings much faster within their divine timing for you, and to also just help encourage you along your journey right now. So these are the blessings that are on their way that Spirit is saying are in the process of manifesting so that you can keep trusting and knowing what is on its way to you. So that is the intention of today's video. If you are new here, my name is Gem, and then the way that this works is I have 4 different groups in front of me. Each of them has different energies within them. Each of them is going to have different cards that come out, different themes that pop up, and depending on which one you are the most intuitively drawn towards, that is going to be what reveals to you what you are currently manifesting, what blessings and surprises are about to show up into your life. Your intuition knows exactly the energies and the themes that are within these different groups, and your intuition will guide you towards the one that is the energetic match for you and is going to reveal all the relevant, resonant information that matches what you are currently attracting, the blessings that are coming into your life. And so the way that you tap into your intuition, the way that you find out which pile you're the most intuitively drawn towards is, for one, perhaps by visually looking at these groups, there might be one that stands out to you amongst the rest, one that you might feel a magnetic pull towards, one that just brings out your curiosity. And of course, that's your intuition speaking to you because that pile and the energies within it are resonating with your energy. And so that's one way you can tap into your intuition. But if you're not like visually tapping into one of these groups, another method that you can use to tap into your intuition and pick a pile is by taking your hand and slowly guiding it over each of the groups and just sort of feeling what you feel in your hand as your hand glides over that group. And perhaps there's going to be, again, one that stands out to you amongst the rest. Maybe there's one that you're going to get a magnetic pull towards, one that's just going to kind of call you in, draw you in. Maybe it's going to give you a hot or cold sensation, or maybe it's just going to stand out. Whatever the case may be, that is, again, your intuition speaking to you. And then there's timestamps linked down below in the comment box as well as the description box so that you can easily navigate through this video and skip right ahead to your personal reading all about those blessings that you are currently attracting into your life. And we're going to try to get as much information as possible, even get timelines and when you can expect these blessings to arrive, all that good stuff. Even if Spirit has advice that they want to give you along that journey, along that path, we're going to just, we're going to accept all that comes through, all that Spirit wants to say and reveal. So that is how this video works. I'm super excited to get into it. For those of you that like to choose with the crystals and you like to see a close-up of them, I'm also going to be giving you a close-up of the crystals. So over here on group number 1, we have this beautiful piece of amethyst. This is like a raw amethyst point. So it hasn't been cut or polished. Very, very pretty. So if you're drawn to that one, that is going to be your pile, group number 1 over there. Group number 2, we have this beautiful piece of rose quartz. So if you find yourself drawn to group number 2 or to the rose quartz, then that is going to be your pile. Group number 3, we have this gorgeous piece of opalite. So if you find yourself drawn to the opalite or to group number 3, then that is going to be your pile. And then over on group number 4, we have this beautiful piece of selenite. So if you find yourself drawn to the selenite or to group number 4, then that is going to be your pile. So those are the different group options that we have for today and today's video. Again, you can pause the video, take as much time as you need in order to find out the group that is calling to you the most, the one that is resonating with your intuition and with your energy. And then again, there's timestamps linked down below so you can easily navigate through this. And I cannot wait to get into today's video with you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group number 1s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so to start us off, let's begin with the Astro Dice to just kind of get an overview on those new blessings that are going to be coming into your life. Okay, 9th house. Oh, immediately. Okay, travel, especially Mercury being in the 9th house. Okay, travel. Mercury in Leo in the 9th house. You're going to be traveling somewhere that is sunny. It is warm. This is going to be somewhere where you feel expansive, that you are excited about. I'm also seeing so much more happiness coming out of you as well. The 9th house deals with travel, obviously, because that's the first thing I mentioned, but then it also is our beliefs, our life philosophies, our wisdom, our knowledge, our higher learning. And another thing that I'm seeing for you is if you're interested in learning something or expanding your knowledge, expanding your skill set, this is going to be something that brings out so much more confidence within you for you to dive into those learnings, in order for you to dive into those teachings, classes, workshops, books, whatever it is that you're being called towards. I'd highly recommend, and Spirit is saying that there's going to be a lot of blessings that come from that, and new opportunities and new ways of expanding yourself and just feeling more confident and feeling more ready, and all of that. That's coming through as well. As well, I wanted to mention that I just see your mindset improving so much, like being high on life, being so happy. Since the 9th house is also our life philosophies and our belief systems, Mercury being in Leo in the 9th house, it's really giving me this energy like your mindset is going to become so positive, so heartfelt, so expansive. It's sort of this feeling of like, I'm literally high on life and I'm very confident in myself and I'm very confident in what I believe, and I'm finally confident in who I am. Being like confident at the core of your being is something that's coming through, and just feeling like this sense of happiness, like your mental health. Ooh, your mental health, creme de la creme. Like I just see that being, just such a great blessing that's coming in. Is just this really positive, optimistic, but it's not like a naive optimistic. It's a really wise, smart optimistic. Like I see you like seeing the good within everything. If there has been something that you've recently gone through that you're kind of like, why have I gone through that struggle? Why was that struggle in my life? you know, maybe you're kind of wondering like, what are the reasons behind it? I actually see that you're going to be discovering a huge purpose that was behind it. And then all of a sudden your outlook upon your past and upon what has happened is all of a sudden going to be this like, wow, I'm just really thankful that that happened. And I just see you having this really positive outlook. And again, it's not like this naive positivity. It's like a really wise, smart positivity, because the 9th house is sort of like, it's really deep philosophy. And so I'm just seeing this like higher perspective, higher learning, but deep, profound optimism that is like really uplifting and great. So let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and see what else we get for you, all about those blessings, excuse me, those blessings that are coming into your life. So we also have the 8 of Wands being reversed. This is giving me the energy of being able to slow down and being able to smell the roses, but still meeting deadlines and getting things done faster than you previously thought. Because when the 8 of Wands is upright, it comes with this energy of things moving really fast. When it's reversed, it gives the energy of slowing down. However, because we're talking about blessings, when we reframe the 8 of Wands and slowing down into a blessing, the image that Spirit keeps bringing to my mind is like, who wins the race? Is it the tortoise or the hare? Right? We all know that story. It's the tortoise that wins the race, even though a lot of us would have thought that it was the hare, the rabbit, who can obviously move a lot faster. But because the rabbit's like rushing through, they kind of tend to overlook things and maybe even get burnt out along the way. Whereas the tortoise, like literally you slowing down is going to speed things up for you. If there's like deadlines that you want to reach, or if there's things that you're like, oh, I really want to get to this point in my life, or I really want to get to that point in my life, Spirit's literally just saying like, slow down and like smell the roses. Smell the roses of where you are. And the blessings that are coming into your life is like, there's roses to slow down and smell. That's another one of your blessings, is like, there's going to be things in your life that are so worth slowing down for. But oddly, within that slowing down, it's not like you're slowing down your progress to anything. It's going to speed up your progress. It's literally going to make you reach your dreams, goals, and desires faster, to just literally enjoy life more. And I'm also seeing like travel. I'm seeing it being like unexpected travel as well, especially with 8 of Wands being reversed. I feel like it's like this unexpected, like spontaneous sort of travel that might be coming in. And I feel like if you have had a feeling of like repressing any sort of feelings, or maybe not feeling totally open to communicate with something, like there might have been a delay within communication, or you being fearful of some sort of communication, or being like, maybe not fearful, but like apprehensive, or when we get like, when we're stuck in our inhibitions, I guess, and maybe something was delayed or slowed down. I really feel like certain things are going to be speeding up. You are going to feel more free to communicate, to talk, to open your voice, and new opportunities coming in, getting word back on something that you've been waiting to hear about. We also have King of Pentacles being reversed here as well. I know some people in my readings are literally like, oh my gosh, your cards are just always reversed. I literally shuffle them in a way where there's always a mix of both. And I feel like Spirit a lot of the times loves communicating through me with reversed cards, because I have such a, I don't know, like, I love reading reverse cards, I guess you could say. Although there's always a mix. There's literally always a mix. I love reading both upright and reverse cards, but I really like embrace the reverse cards because I feel like it adds so much more depth and meaning. Like, obviously if this card just came up upright, I'd be like, oh, things are speeding up for you. But here we get the total different, interesting message of things are like slowing down in order for you to like win the race, in order for you to have things feel much more abundant in your life and to get your results much faster. It's like literally just laying back and relaxing a bit more. King of Pentacles being reversed, when we're talking about blessings in your life, Spirit also wants to highlight any areas where you used to see like lack, or any areas where you used to see like not that great of something. Like your perspective is going to be shifting and you're going to see abundance in places that you did not see it before. And I'm actually being really called to talk about a personal example here that I've never talked about before. But our current place that we live, I wasn't like a huge fan of our house. And so I just never really like cared about decorating it or making it look nice, because it was sort of like possibly just like a stepping stone to like somewhere else. But oddly, lately, I've been so inspired to decorate it, and I'm seeing this whole house in a new light, and I'm like, wait a second, this place is actually like kind of beautiful. All of a sudden, I'm seeing like beauty in it that I never saw before. And I'm like actually excited to decorate it, excited to do things. And even my husband was like, wait, I thought you like didn't like it here. Why are you trying to decorate it now? And I'm like, wait a second, this place is actually like kind of beautiful though. So anyway, that's a personal story, but I felt like sharing that because the immediate vibe that I got from the King of Pentacles reversed was this energy where something had lacked abundance, or it lacked value to you, or it just didn't make you feel like the thrivingness that you wanted to feel from it. However, with the King of Pentacles being reversed and then talking about the blessings, I literally see you in a similar situation where there could be something that again just feels like it's lacking. And you're going to start to see the abundance in it. You're going to start to see the positivity in it. It's going to be something that then reinvigorates you, and you start to see the value in it. This could even be you seeing the value in yourself, by the way, especially if you had any self-worth issues, like not feeling worthy enough for your dreams, not feeling worthy enough for your goals, desires, whatever it was in your life. Ooh, King of Pentacles being reversed. I just so see this energy of you refinding value in a place that you did not see value previously or had a hard time seeing value in. Let's see what else we get here for you. Ooh, I feel like that card wants to come out. Ooh, we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups can indicate when we have been looking at things that have failed before, or we're looking at all the things on our plate that we're kind of like, oh, I don't really want to do that, or I can't take on what I really want to take on until I'm done all these other things, or something that just seems like it's taking our time, it's taking our energy, or our plate is just too full right now. Or again, we're kind of looking at all the setbacks and failures that we've had, and we're kind of like almost not willing to take on a new opportunity because we're scared it's just going to end up like a failure like the rest, or we're afraid of disappointment, or we're even afraid of rejection or failure, or all these things. What I'm seeing for you is this whole other light. Like, look at how she was sort of ignoring this new opportunity because she's like, oh, it's just not going to work out for me. It's not going to lead me where I want it to lead me. Honestly, what I feel like is a huge blessing coming for you is the realization that you can do what you desire. That's the blessing coming in. And there also is possibly a new opportunity. Like if you don't know, if there isn't an opportunity that's in your life right now that maybe you're questioning, there's going to be a brand new opportunity appearing for you. And this is a beautiful new opportunity. So that's another blessing that's coming in. This is like an opportunity. Ooh, I just got a message. Some of you have had like maybe bad luck in love before, and you're like, oh, it's just going to turn out like the rest, or I'm just going to get rejected, or I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. I got goosebumps when I said that. You're going to be pleasantly surprised about someone new coming into your life, or somebody that's sort of, maybe you're talking to them right now, and I think it's going to reveal to be something that's so much more promising. Also, if there has been disappointment when it comes to money or career or getting results, or just the results that you've wanted to see, the outcome that you wanted to reach, whatever outcome that you've been trying to reach. If there's been disappointment there, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with a new door that's going to be opening up for you. You're going to be pleasantly surprised, and you're going to be like, oh wait, where was this all my life? Where has this been? It's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so amazing. And it's going to be unlike anything else that you've had before. And this is something that's coming from the divine. This is going to be like a new surprise. It's going to be unlike the rest, because you see how this cup, it's like way higher in caliber than the ones that are low down here. So this one's like coming from God. It's coming from the universe. This is something that's like meant to be, not just like a stepping stone like it is down here. These were all just little stepping stones. Oh, but the right thing is coming in. The right opportunity, the right person, the right thing, the right results, the results that you've been waiting for, that you've been wanting. So with that being said, let's dive into some more cards here for you and see what else we get. So my group number ones, let's see what else we have. Your blessings that are on their way to you right meow. Okay, this card just fell out. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So another blessing that's going to come for you is the feeling of like, oh, I can be myself and I can be confident in who I am, and no longer dimming your light for others. You're going to feel confident to be you, to really express yourself, to use your voice, to really feel confident in who you are. Oh, that card wants to come out. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Ooh, see this shattering? Like, it's a shattering of an old version of you, so that a new you can be born, and so that you can kind of come out. And rather than feeling kind of like mismatched, because a lot of the times when we feel like we have to people please, or we feel like we have to uphold a certain personality around other people, or we don't feel like we can fully be ourselves, or perhaps we're just changing on the inside and we no longer want to be our old self. A lot of the times within that transition, we can feel mismatched because we feel kind of like there's a new version of ourselves being born, but the old self kind of still exists there. And I feel like another blessing that's coming for you is this ability to kind of shatter, your current self, your current circumstances, the things that no longer resonate with you. You are going to enter this time of your life where you feel confident to let things go, to let your old self go, to shatter old perceptions, old beliefs, old habits, old patterns, old programs, and really stepping into aligning your life to the new you that's being born, aligning your life to the new you that you desire to be, the one that resonates with you, where you feel authentic and you feel confident. So I do feel like those big changes are about to come through as well. And let's get some more cards here. Let's see. Some more messages. So we also have perspective coming through. Let's put this one over here. We also have expression. And then we also have self-love. Wow, okay. So self-love, this is a little bit more self-explanatory. So the ability to really love yourself, love who you are, feeling more confident in your own skin. The bodies are really sticking out to me here because they're both naked here. And this gives me this feeling of loving yourself and also the confidence to be authentic, the confidence to be seen in ways that you've never allowed yourself to be seen before, confidence in aspects of you that you used to want to hide. If there's anything about you that, like, either internally or externally or within your personality or within your past or anything like this, aspects of you that maybe felt unworthy or aspects of you that you wanted to hide, you're going to start to feel confident in yourself. You're going to start integrating those and feeling like you're able to express yourself fully. Like, look at her. She's just totally in her expression, and she's totally in love with herself and loves herself for all of who she is. And she's just like, you know what? This is me and I love me, and I'm going to just start being me because I just am so much happier when I'm not repressing myself and I'm not holding myself back. And then look at this perspective shift. I think your whole perspective is going to start shifting. I also think you're going to have a big wake up where your belief systems, your values might start changing, especially with Mercury being in the 9th house here. Like, I feel like a light bulb is going off, especially because Leo, it's like the light, right? The light bulb is going to go off in your own mind of like big realizations, big epiphanies that are going to be massive perspective shifts for you that lead you to more enlightenment, more big realizations of like, oh, now I see what was wrong in my life before and maybe why certain blocks were in the way, maybe why I felt limited or why I felt oppressed or why I didn't feel like I could be myself or why I didn't feel like I could have what I wanted. All of a sudden, there's going to be this massive awakening, this enlightening, this light bulb going off, these massive epiphanies that are going to be huge perspective shifts for you. I also feel like it's going to be a perspective shift in your perspective of the world. Because if you've ever felt maybe like something was unreachable for you, unattainable for you, maybe if you felt like unworthy, or you felt like the world was a hard place, or you felt like money was hard to make, or relationships were hard to create, or, you know, all those sort of any limiting perspective that you used to have on yourself or on the world or what you were capable of, there's going to be a huge perspective shift. And I just feel like this expansion, like look at her third eye, just expanding with ideas, with creativity, with new information, with new opportunities, seeing things in a brand new way, in a brand new light. Like it's really just going to light you up in just entirely new ways, to say the least. So let's go ahead and see what else we get here for you. My group number 1's all about those blessings that are on their way to you. We have get creative. So I feel like this is going to open up like new creative ideas for you. Seeing things in a whole new way, even opening up new opportunities within your own mind, like any area where you felt limited. If you felt like, oh, I can never make more money because I'm stuck in this job and I don't really feel like I can change jobs, so this is where I'm stuck, you know. If you ever felt stuck like that, or even felt stuck like, oh, I'm never going to have love because I've always attracted this, or whatever you felt stuck in, your perspective is going to be opening up, literally flooding with new ideas, new creative ideas of like, ooh, I could always do that. Or, ooh, I never considered that before. Oh, I never thought of that before. Ooh, look at this idea. Look at that idea. Look at what's happening here. And we also have the manifest card, something that maybe you've been wanting to manifest, but maybe didn't know how or didn't think it was possible. Your perspective is totally going to be changing. Creative ideas are going to flow to you. Blessings, gifts are going to just kind of pop up for you. Realizations, the correct ideas, the correct circumstances, divine right timing, all these things, it's going to start manifesting, my love. Those things that you've been asking for, that you've been wanting, those are going to start manifesting. So with that being said, let's get into any last cards for you, anything that Spirit wants to leave you off with in regards to these blessings. So let's see, we also have grounded, keep your roots and stand taller than the trees. Whenever you have strong roots, you don't need to fear any storm that comes along, because if you are deeply rooted in who you are, you're grounded in who you are, you're stable internally and externally, that's literally when you can grow as tall as you want. That's when you can literally grow as tall as you want. So keep your roots and stand taller than the trees. You can grow to the highest of heights when you have strong roots, when you have a strong foundation. And your foundation is your belief systems. Your foundation is your perspective of yourself, your ability to stay unwavering when things get tough. And I really feel like you're going to be much more unwavering. You're going to have a stronger mindset and perspective. And let's see, any last information that Spirit wants to bring to you. I also feel like you're becoming more stable and more grounded. Like if you think about your sense of security and your sense of stability, like this could be like financially, right? Because your foundation is very much rooted to your finances, your foundation, your sense of security. So I do feel like you're going to find a way to be more stable within your finances, getting grounded, getting rooted stronger so that you feel like you can grow higher. Then we also have the night. Find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. This is about following inspiration, stepping into the unknown, and trusting that you're going to be guided. You're going to be guided by the stars, right? Find comfort in the night where we don't really see a lot. Things are unsure, things are unclear, right? That's what the night represents. It represents using our intuition, because it's not like a physical, tangible thing. So we have to use our intuition, right? Especially when we're guided into something new. So the world switches off, but the stars burn bright. This is about following your intuition, following the universe's guidance, and trusting your intuition. And I do feel like you're going to be trusting your intuition a lot more, and there's going to be a third eye activation for you. I'm really feeling that within this card. There's a massive like third eye awakening. So that's For example, like being able to trust your intuition more, your intuition becoming so powerful, so strong that you're like, okay, I hear you. I'm connected to my intuition. I'm now trust my intuition more. It's about trusting yourself rather than feeling like you need external validation, rather than feeling like you need somebody else to tell you what you should be doing. It's sort of like having that inner trust because you trust your inner voice, you trust your intuition, and having that connection with your intuition very powerfully. So it's a very powerful thing to have, is that deep connection with your intuition. And I just see within this card, like there's a third eye awakening where your intuition is going to become so much more powerful. And we even have it in this card too. This card, there's a third eye awakening. So your intuition is going to become so much more powerful, and you're going to be so much more confident when it comes to trusting and listening to your intuition. So that is also another thing that's coming through there. So that is what we have for you, my beautiful group number ones, all about those blessings that are currently coming into your life. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number twos, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about those big blessings that you can expect coming into your life. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so let's begin with your astro dice and see what you get here. So we have Neptune in Gemini in the 7th house. Ooh, okay. Wow, my group number twos. I have a lot to say right now. So first off, your group number two, which numerologically is partnerships. Not that that's always necessarily associated when it comes to like the readings, but occasionally it's like correlated. The group number will be correlated to like the message that comes out. And for you today, your group number is associated with the message that's coming out right off the bat here. So the 7th house is about divine partnerships, especially deep, committed divine partnerships. Gemini is also about partnerships. It's also the sign where in tarot it's associated with the Lovers card. And then we also have Neptune, which is the planet of fantasies. I am seeing your dream partnership coming into your life. So if you don't already have your dream partnership, and by dream partnership, for the most part, it's interesting, I also have rose quartz on this group. I just went to go randomly touch this unconsciously, and I just realized maybe spirit wants to talk about the rose quartz. And then I was like, wait a second, that's also correlated because rose quartz is about like love. And it's also like romance and beauty and zest and all these things. So wow, my group number twos, your blessing that is coming into your life, your unexpected surprise, is a divine fantasy-like partnership that's coming into your life. Something that you're just like, this is out of this world. This is what I've been dreaming about. This is what I've been asking for. This is what I've been wanting. And this is your divine, like twin energy, like twin flame, soulmate kind of energy that is coming into your life. So if you're watching this and you're single, that's obviously a very clear written answer. If you're watching this and you're already in a relationship, that relationship, there could be a deeper connection that you two are about to make, such as getting engaged, getting married, moving in together, things going to the next level in some way. Maybe if you're just kind of seeing somebody right now, maybe it's like going steady and getting into a committed relationship. But it's very mutual. It's sort of like really connected to this fantasy energy because Neptune is here. This also is when we're really attracted to one another. And there's something like really like sort of like a fantasy like attraction where we're just like, are you real? Are you real? Is this really happening? Occasionally, these can talk about non-romantic partnerships occasionally, but honestly, with what's coming out here with the rose quartz on this group two being group number two, the Gemini energy with the Neptune with the 7th house, like I am definitely feeling from spirit, this is talking about romantic partnerships. Again, occasionally it can be like a business partnership, like getting to your dream job, getting the partnership deal that you've always wanted, things like that. It can sometimes indicate that too, but I mean like 99.9% of you that clicked on this, I'm getting romantic partnership energy from this. Things are going to the next level. Things are getting more committed, more zestful, more romantic, more together, more committed. So that's really coming through. And let's see what else we get for you here on your blessings that you can expect coming into your life. But I'm definitely seeing like divine partnership. I'm also seeing, okay, so if you're single right now, This divine partnership is going to be like marriage material partnership. This is going to be the person that you're like, wait a second, this is who I want to spend my life with. This is the person I want in my life forever. So that person is on their way to you. And again, if you're already seeing somebody and this is kind of sounding resonant to how you're feeling about them, then I really see this relationship going to the next level together. We also have this Spirit of Wands. So this is the Knight of Wands and it came up in the reverse position. So one thing I have to say about this is, especially if you felt like your love life was slow, or even if there was like a fear of rejection, so there was a fear of moving forward, or even if you're having that right now because you're like, oh, but what if it doesn't work out, or what if things burn out, or what if this is just a one and done kind of quick sort of thing, or maybe you've experienced a lot of hurt in the past. This one's going to be totally different. And that's the blessing that's coming through, is this isn't going to be some fast, quick fling, right? This is not going to be a fling. This is going to be something that there is attraction, there is spark, but it's lasting. It just keeps going. And then we also have the 10 of Swords popping up as well. So yeah, I'm getting this feeling like you had been hurt in the past and there's a fear of that. And Spirit wants to say the blessing coming through is like you are going to have your divine partnership and it's going to last. The 10s always indicate in tarot the finish of something, the finish line, where an old pattern or karmic lesson comes to a close. It comes to an end. And even this card, it says only upwards, literally only upwards from here. Okay. So something karmic, something hurtful is coming to an end. And you no longer have to deal with that. I'm also hearing when it comes to yourself, if you've been dealing with any sort of like aches and pains lately, that is also coming to an end, finding the answers that you need to finally have a closing out of something that's no longer working. I'm also hearing that if you had any strings attached to like old relationships, that maybe it was hard to let go of them. And maybe we've still like thought about them a lot, or maybe it's like we still feel that energy with us. I'm also seeing that coming to a close because you're really entering this time of like divineness. You're really entering this time of like committed, romantic, fairy tale love. And why would we ever want to stay attached to like old, blah, past energies, past situations, past people, when we have found our fantasy romance, right? Like, of course, we're not going to want to stay attached to the old anymore. So for you, I'm seeing you overcoming that, getting past that. The world also indicates the ending of an old chapter, and then also feeling like the world is at your fingertips again, because now it's like, we're seeing that so much more is possible. We're seeing like, oh my gosh, the things that maybe I didn't see were possible for me before are literally possible for me now. Because the world is at your fingertips, not feeling like you're just one more footprint in the sand. No, it's like the whole world is at your fingertips now. And it's feeling like blessings are yours. It's kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, I can achieve what I really have wanted to achieve. And it's about actually achieving it. It's getting to the finish line of what you've been wanting. It's this feeling of like, I got there. I achieved it. I did it. And it's almost this feeling, I'm hearing the quote in my head, like, out of all the people in the world, me, I'm the one who got this. Like, what are the chances that this would have happened to me? Oh my gosh. And I mean this in a good way. Like, these are the blessings that are coming in, right? It's like, me of all people, oh my God, like, who would have guessed that this would have happened to me, that I would be here, that I would achieve this, that I would have this outcome, right? We also have fortitude, vitality, and courage. So this is actually the strength card in regular tarot. So your patience is paying off. The fact that you are continuing forward regardless, and the fact that you are going to be continuing forward is your reason for success. And Spirit wants you to know that. Is your persistence, your willingness to never give up is literally your reason that you're going to be successful. And yeah, I just see you emerging with so much more inner strength, so much more powerful than before. And again, I'm oddly called to talk about like anything that you've been experiencing within yourself that was maybe hard to overcome. This could even be like aches and pains or ailments or other personal issues, or even just past hurt that maybe you're still holding on to, still wearing in some way, shape, or form. I'm really seeing you overcoming that, and it's literally no longer bothering you. It's like you don't even have a scar from it anymore. Like, for some reason, that's coming to my mind, is like, you know how sometimes we walk away from hurt and we like metaphorically have a scar, or even sometimes we literally have a scar. But either way, spirit keeps showing me like scars fading, and all of a sudden it's kind of like you emerge as if you've been untouched, as if you've never even gone through the hardship, as if it's never even happened to you. And you emerge so much more powerfully, so much more strongly than before. And it's like you have so much more zest and so much more vitality. It even says vitality right on there. So much more vitality than you had before. I just see like blood and passion pumping through your veins in a whole new way. Getting excited to wake up in the morning and just feeling that inner power, that inner strength, that inner courage, that inner trust in yourself, and also feeling very sensual. Like, look at how sensual she is right here. I feel like you're coming back to your sensuality. If you felt like your sensuality had been shut off and you weren't really feeling yourself, you weren't really feeling that sensual before, like your sensuality is turning on. It's like you're feeling sexy. You're feeling like confident. You're feeling in your power. You're feeling this ability to like stand tall and just like be like, whoo, I got it. It's feeling really confident in yourself and your body. Okay. And let's see what else we get for you here. We're going to dive into these cards next. Almost got caught on my microphone cord here. Okay. Let's see what else we get here for you. My group twos. What are those blessings that are coming for you? We have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already going in the right direction. So if you needed confirmation that you're going in the right direction, here you go from spirit right now. You're already doing it. You're already going in the right direction. Just let go of any overthinking. I know, easier said than done. Keep facing, excuse me, your true north. I just ate a bunch of food, so sometimes I like burp in these videos. Anyway, keep facing your true north. Keep facing the goal that you have intended to achieve, and keep facing there. Don't even look back in the past, right? Because your true north is about moving forward, not moving backwards. And I'm really seeing like you're going to have this blessing of being able to let go of your past as if it's never even happened to you, and no longer overthinking, kind of like coming to this place of like a clear mind, really trusting in yourself, your future, being able to live stress-free. Like if you've struggled in relationships in the past, it could be that, you know, when you enter finally the relationship, maybe some of those like old stresses are going to creep back in, some of those old thoughts, some of those old fears. But I'm really seeing like as this progresses, it's just like releasing those fears. And even if this deals with like personal ailments that have continuingly popped back up for you, like I'm really seeing as well, that's no longer going to be popping back up. And things that you used to have to stress about, things that you used to have to worry about, it literally won't be a part of your life anymore. It literally won't be a part of your story. You're not going to be overthinking it. You're not going to be stressing about these things anymore. It's literally going to be, it's going to feel like a totally different lifetime. You know, when you think about certain things in your life and it happened so long ago, or even it might not have even been that long ago, but maybe you've just changed so much that all of a sudden when you think back to those things, it literally doesn't even feel like your life anymore. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when it comes to hurt, ailments, pain, stresses about relationship, personal ailments, stresses, things like that. If those were like a pattern where it's like you used to have to think about them all the time, literally in your future, that's no longer going to be you. Like that doesn't even exist in this future you. And that's one of the biggest blessings that's going to come through. We also have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So if you ever had an issue setting boundaries in the past, or being really clear and authentic with your communication, being really open and honest and forward, you're no longer going to struggle with that. And one of the biggest blessings that's coming for you is the ability to keep and uphold boundaries. Because sometimes boundaries are hard to uphold. Sometimes we don't want to disappoint somebody else. Sometimes we're stuck in people pleasing. Therefore, it's hard for us to uphold a boundary because we just want somebody else to be happy. Or sometimes it's hard to uphold a boundary because sometimes even we get stuck with like certain addictive habits or addictive patterns and tendencies that we can't seem to like fully let go of. And what I see for you is just this ability to like effortlessly uphold those boundaries and being able to like really establish and set boundaries in a very clear, concise way, and to just continue them. And it's going to be something that's so much more natural. And that's going to be another great blessing that you have, is the ability to really keep and uphold boundaries. Also, this card just like shot out of the deck: Creatrix, express emotions, birth your creations, and womb energy. Birth your creations, express emotions. Womb energy. Okay, oddly, if any of you have suffered from any like womanly issues, like when it comes to like period pain or like, you know, other things like that, for some reason that's coming through, that's going to be much more healed. I'm also just hearing like, feeling your divine feminine. And I don't care if you're male or female, all of us have a mix of divine feminine and divine masculine. Like it has something that has nothing to do with gender. Like divine feminine, divine masculine are just like concepts of energy, I guess. But the divine feminine energy is going to be something that you connect back with. And the divine feminine is the nurturer. So being able to nurture yourself, being able to nurture through life. So rather than feeling like everything needs to be just action, 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 do, it's kind of like coming back to this, like, let's relax and just simply have fun. Simply get back to our creative energy. And I'm even seeing like the birth of new ideas for any of you who have wanted to maybe get pregnant or have a family. There's your sign right there. Creatrix, stepping into the creatrix energy. What is it that you've really wanted to create? What is it that you've really wanted to birth into the world? If it's been a physical, actual baby, there you go. There's your sign. It's absolutely going to be one of the blessings that comes into your life. But if it doesn't have to deal with children, if you've been wanting to birth, you know, a business idea to life, if you've been wanting to birth a project to life, birth an idea to life, right there. Let's see. Let's get another card from this deck here. Okay. Ooh, 2 cards. Okay, let's go with it. So we also have reclaim your body. Body is home. Self-love, release emotions from the body. Reclaim your body. Any sort of bodily things, just like I was kind of picking up on earlier, healing within your body. Also being able to love yourself so much more, like reclaiming your body, being like, oh my gosh, I love my body. Body is home, self-love, release emotions from your body. So old stored emotions. A lot of us don't realize that we actually carry our emotions in our body if we don't release them. So for example, stress and worries. It actually affects your posture and it gets stored in the muscles of your body. Because, for example, like if you think about a stressed and worried posture, like even if you just go into a stressed and worried posture right now, like reenact what that looks like, right? It's going to put tension on certain muscles and it's also going to release certain muscles. So it's not like sitting upright, right? Sitting upright is like more like confidence. It says I'm ready. It says I'm outgoing. It says ready to take on whatever. So your posture reflects your emotions. Your emotions affect your posture. And then it affects kind of like the muscles, and emotions can get stored there because we don't realize that we're unconsciously embodying the body language of like fear or stress or worries or overthinking or this pattern or that pattern or sadness or this or that, whatever. All of the emotions have a different effect on your physiology, and it of course also affects your hormones. It also affects kind of like the chemicals that get created in your brain. And so it affects like the chemistry of your body, literally. And something that I'm seeing for you is you being able to fall back in love with your body, release old emotions that maybe still need to be let go of. And it's almost like your body like renews itself and is going to start kind of acting in the way that you want it to. So maybe if you've noticed like maybe stress has been harming or hurting your body in some way, shape, or form by either lack of sleep or just your skin getting breakouts or hair being all frizzy frazzled, not what you want it to be. Even like, any of the above, whatever your body has been doing that maybe you're kind of just like, oh, I can't seem to get this under control. By releasing these old emotions, you're going to be reclaiming your body, and your body is going to start acting differently. The chemistry of your body is going to start changing. And then we also have feel emotions coming up as well. So this says, understand emotions, inner guidance, and validate the self. So being able to feel your emotions, that's another beautiful thing that's going to be coming up. If previously in relationships you felt like you couldn't express your emotions, this new relationship is going to be so different. Because you're going to be able to feel yourself, express yourself, be yourself. You're going to be able to understand your own emotions so much better, being able to guide through your emotions, you know, being able to validate yourself, being able to find your own inner guidance based on your emotions, and being able to trust yourself that you know what to do and you know how to handle this. And that's another big thing that's going to be coming through. And another big blessing is the ability to feel, heal, release, and then being able to guide yourself by trusting that you know what to do and you know what's best for you. And let's see what else we get here for you. We also have share wisdom coming through. I really feel like there's going to be a really beautiful relationship coming up, because even this card deals with duality and deals with relationship and being able to share wisdom, share authenticity together. So you and your person are just going to be able to really understand each other, and you're going to feel like you can open up about things that you never felt like you could open up with before. You're going to be able to open up in brand new ways that you never felt like you ever could before. And you're going to feel like understood and seen, and being able to have that vulnerable, intimate, deep relationship that's authentic, and it's built on authenticity. We also have idle hours. Take some time to lie out on the emerald grass. If you've been really wanting time off, by the way, like time off from work, or time to just relax, time to heal, time to rejuvenate, that's another blessing that's going to be coming through for you as well. And I'm feeling like that's going to be coming through within these next 3 months, is like this ability to really rest and relax. And for those of you that are wondering when this person's going to be coming in, like if you're single right now, and you don't know who this is, I feel like they're going to be coming in within the next 7 months is what I'm hearing. So in the next 7 months, you're going to meet this significant relationship if you haven't already. And then we also have the card of cleanse. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glade. So this is being able to cleanse and heal, kind of just like what we were talking about before, but Spirit wanted to reiterate that message to end us off, is just this ability to really cleanse, cleansing from the past, to where the past literally just is no longer something you carry around with you. You no longer have the same fears, the same stresses. It's literally like you know that you're deserving of what you want, and now you have what you want, and it literally exists. And the stresses of the past literally just don't exist anymore, because why would they exist when you already have what's perfect, right? So that's what is coming for you. So my group number 2s, thank you so much for joining me here for today's video, all about those blessings that are on their way to you. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 3s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so beginning with your Astro Dice here, my group 3s, let's see about those blessings that are coming in. So we have Mars in Cancer in the 10th house. Ooh, this is all about career and productivity. And okay. So Mars is the planet of action, and it's the warrior who has breakthroughs. He breaks through any challenge, breaks through any obstacle. He finds a way, because Mars is so passionate, so determined to conquer and achieve and get what he wants, right? That's like the Mars energy. That's the archetype of Mars. And being in the 10th house talks about your big dreams, goals, aspirations. It's also the house of career. So whether you're a student, or whether you are an entrepreneur, or whether you work in whatever job you have, or even if you just have certain goals or aspirations that you desire to reach, one great blessing is I see huge progress happening here. Huge progress. Big leaps and bounds in progress. Being able to have breakthroughs. And Cancer being here as well is giving me this feeling of like security and safety when it comes to your dreams. So being able to trust that, okay, things are good. Being able to have the breakthrough that you need to have things flow, right? Because Cancer is a water sign. It's like allowing things to flow. Spirit just gave me an image of like a dam, like dammed up river that's like stagnant. It's not moving. Things are not flowing. So if you felt like a lack of flow within your dreams, goals, or aspirations, Mars is the energy where there's going to be a big breakthrough and things are going to literally, it's like the dam bursts and things are now flowing again. Things are moving forward and it's kind of going to happen like a big gush. I'm seeing a big gush happening. Where, especially if there's been stagnancy within your career, stagnancy within your money, stagnancy within your dreams, goals, and aspirations, I'm seeing like a big floodgate opening and some big breakthroughs occurring there. So let's see what else we get here for you, my group threes. We also have the yellow Jasper card. So this says learning. That's going to be a major part in kind of the reason why you're going to have a big breakthrough here. And then we also have engagement, zebra jasper. So for one, engagement can talk about being like literally more engaged in what you're doing or having something that really just lights you up. It's like a new spark, a new inspiration that's just totally exciting that you're so engaged with that it's kind of like, you know, when you get so inspired that you can't seem to put the paintbrush down or something, like I'm using that as a metaphor here, but like when you get so inspired by something that you don't even realize how long you've been doing it and you're like, wait a second, I forgot to even eat lunch, or I didn't even like know that I needed to use the bathroom because I've just been so immersed in what I was doing that the time just seems to fly out the window, and that you don't even want to go to sleep because you're just like, I just want to keep doing this. That level of inspiration is going to be coming through for you. Engagement can also talk about commitments, by the way. So like contracts, opportunities, signing agreements, like you're getting engaged to something, right? Like engagement, like, oh, we've engaged into this business partnership, or we've engaged into this new opportunity, or we've even found the person that we want to work with. Engagement can also, because we're talking about blessings and there's a myriad of different blessings that are probably on their way to you, engagement can also mean literal engagement. So if you're in a relationship and you're just like, when are we going to get engaged? This can also be like, yeah, that's coming for you, like a literal engagement with your dream partner, your person, the person that you've wanted to be in a relationship with or get married to or start a family with or move in with, because engagement can talk about a lot of different things. It's like a relationship going to the next level, engaging into something, engaging into a plan, which of course does have consideration here when we're talking about career. But there's usually oftentimes many different levels in the tarot. So another thing that I'm seeing for you, if you desire a relationship, I'm seeing you finding somebody that you actually want to commit to, right? Engagement, commitment. So it also talks about committing to somebody or going to the next level of commitment, signing a contract, getting an opportunity that you've been dreaming of, engaging in a conversation with somebody that you've dreamt about meeting before, right? Maybe you're just like, oh, I really love the opportunity to like, you know, have an interview at this place, or I'd really love the opportunity to talk to my dream idol and ask them some of their advice. Right? Engagement. We're engaging in conversation. We're engaging in opportunity. We're engaging into a plan together. We're engaging to the next higher level of commitment. It's all of that. And we also have learning here as well. So the learning coming up, I also feel like there's going to be another blessing when it comes to learning new skills or learning what you desire to know in order to reach a goal that you have. Like the information is going to be coming through. Maybe it's even like engaging into a really cool conversation again with your idol and then being able to learn from them, being like, oh my gosh, that's how I do it. Like they gave me all the advice that I needed. Learning can also be, it's like the right book falls onto our lap, or we walk through the bookstore and there's a book cover that calls to us and we pick it up and all of a sudden we learn exactly what we needed to know to get to the goal that we've been wanting, right? Or to like achieve what we've been desiring, what we've been visualizing, what we've been asking for. You're learning the information that you've been asking for. What is that big aspiration that you've been trying to reach? Because you're going to learn all the information that you need to actually reach it. That's a huge freaking blessing. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, to say the least, because I really see all the right information just coming to you that you've been needing, that you've been asking for, so that you can reach the goal that you've been wanting to reach. And let's see what else we get here. Any learning that you're currently doing, by the way, if you're kind of like in school for something, or if you're learning something, I really see that that's going to pay off beautifully in your future. If you're taking any courses, classes, reading, whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to really pay off into what you desire. It's going to really start leading you to what you want. Yeah. Anyway, next card that we have the Tower card being reversed. Things that once failed for you are going to be the reason why you're successful. That is a message coming through, and that's a huge blessing. Spirit is saying that any old failures that you had, or struggles or hardships or challenges or adversities that you've had to go through and overcome, or even might still be overcoming, are actually going to play a part in the reason why you end up being successful. So that's a blessing that's coming through as well. It's going to be the reason why you're successful, is because you're learning how to overcome certain things. And through learning that, you're going to have major breakthroughs, major breakthroughs. And the Tower card being reversed is like one of the most beautiful positions for this card to show up in, because it talks about rebuilding something, but you're rebuilding it from such a solid foundation because you've learned from your past. And the things that you've learned now make you unshakable. It makes you unbreakable. That's the thing. But we need to go through those lessons first. Like, we can't become unshakable and unbreakable without first learning what does break us, what does rock the boat, what does shatter the building. Once we learn that, then we have all the tools and wisdom in our arsenal to now build something that's unshakable and unbreakable. And Spirit's saying that you're building something right now that is going to be unshakable and unbreakable, and it's going to be something that really, really lasts because of your ability to stay so engaged with it and persevere and learn from it. Then we also have King of Cups showing up for you here as well. So King of Cups is about following your intuition becoming so powerful and so strong that it never kind of leads you astray, because it's just so powerful. And I'm also seeing that you're going to be very emotionally invested into something. It's like you're pouring your emotions into something. You're also going to have so much more compassion, and the ability to fulfill yourself and fill your cup is going to go to the next level. I feel like you're going to be learning new things that fill your cup. And you're no longer going to be drained as well, because another thing that I'm seeing is like, for example, if we connect these two cards, and let's say we connect it with the Tower being upright, that's sort of like a chipped cup, or a cup that has a leak in it, right? And it's sort of like anytime we try to fulfill ourselves, we end up draining ourselves, and we just keep getting drained and drained and drained. We don't know why. Something that I'm seeing for you, because the Tower is being reversed, so we're talking about rebuilding and becoming indestructible, and then the King of Cups, which is all about fulfillment and being able to fill up your cup and keep it full. You're learning how to keep yourself full. You're learning how to fill your cup and stay fulfilled. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blessing. I'm also seeing rejuvenation, time to relax, and this inner nurture, because the cups are all about nurture, nourishment, what we feed ourselves, what we consume, our emotional inner well-being. I'm seeing like time to rejuvenate and relax is coming through. Being able to give to yourself, because the cups are also connected to beauty. Feeling more beautiful, feeling more lush, more full, more healthy. That's also coming through. Being able to nourish yourself properly. Skincare routine is coming to my mind. Finding and learning what you need to learn to evoke, like, some of you are trying to get good skin, or trying to, I don't know, become more beautiful in some way, shape, or form. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. However, some of you are like trying to become more beautiful, or trying to love yourself more, or something like this. You're going to be learning tools that are going to help you feel more confident, feel more beautiful, feel more radiant, feel more nurtured, fulfilled, relaxed, and at ease, and truly like your cup is full. the word fulfillment just literally keeps going into my head. We also have the Four of Pentacles being reversed. This is one of my favorite cards as well to show up in the reverse position, because the Four of Pentacles reversed is when we release lack mentality. And we're no longer sitting in lack or scarcity or fear. We're instead sitting in more abundance. And, oh, I'm seeing more money coming in for you. This is either you learning how to make more money or engaging in an opportunity that's going to bring about more financial freedom for you. Yeah, I see you literally making more money, 100%. I see you making more money than you actually previously thought was possible for you. And it's interesting because Cancer, the zodiac sign, is very connected to the King of Cups, by the way. And both of them talk about fulfillment, but it also, Cancer is the sign that saves money and builds a solid foundation and has a well of savings. So if you've been trying to increase your savings because you're like, I would just feel more secure if I had like X amount of dollars in my bank account, or if I was able to save X amount of dollars a month, or whatever the case may be. I'm seeing you achieving that and your bank account becoming very full, having reserves, because Cancer is about reserves. I'm seeing you being able to achieve that. And I feel like it's going to come through some sort of promotion or financial upgrade or new opportunity, or new career, new job, new success, like reaching a higher height in success that's going to be able to bring you that on a consistent basis. And let's see what else we get here for you. Let's dive into these cards. Okay, so my group number 3 is, what other blessings do we have coming on their way to you? We also have the initiation, rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. Initiation, you're beginning something new. There's something new that you're going to start. This could be like the starting of a business idea, business venture. This could be the signing of a new contract. This could be like being initiated into a new career, new job, new city. There's initiation. It's a new beginning. It's like you're getting initiated into a new position, a new career, the start of something. If you've been wanting to start something in your career that's new, it's going to lead to something much more expansive. It's going to lead to more abundance. Then we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So yes, the things that happened kind of previously in your past, or things that you're kind of maybe even currently still dealing with when it comes to this feeling of instability or overcoming challenges and adversities. This is part of the ever unfolding rose, where it's teaching you how to become unshakable, unstoppable, unbreakable. And through that, you're going to reach this, again, higher level of fulfillment. And it's also going to allow you to build your tower really high. So that I'm talking about your success here, right? Because the tower is a metaphor for the heights that you reach in life. And the tower can only grow as high as our foundation will let us. And I feel like you're kind of creating a much more powerful, stronger, sturdier foundation, where when you're building to higher heights, you're actually going to be able to do that. It's going to be feasible. It's going to be tangible. It's going to be able to actually happen. And let's see what else we get here for you, my group 3s. Okay, these cards want to come out. We have feel emotions. This one came up for another group. And then we also have rest. So being able to take some time off to rest and rejuvenate, feeling emotions. So being able to have an emotional release or emotional healing, especially if you've been dealing with a lot of stress. This is being able to like have a moment to heal, to cry it out, to rejuvenate, or to just feel in yourself. But I'm also seeing feel emotions, not even just like when it comes to healing or crying or releasing sadness or releasing negative emotions. I'm also seeing feel emotions in this way of you being able to feel the excitement about something, the new spark, the new inspiring thing that's going to be coming through, and being able to feel that and think like, oh, this is exciting. This is a new emotional reality for me. This is, like, it's like that sort of like excitement's going to be coming through. And I'm also seeing like there's going to be something exciting happening that you're excited to tell other people about. Where it's like, oh, I want to share this emotion with others. I want to tell them about this exciting thing because it's that exciting for you. But I am also seeing that healing part of it as well. Then we also have the rest card. So slow down, reconnect to nature to calm your system. So I'm also seeing more time off for you, being able to relax and take time off, especially if you felt like you couldn't recently, maybe because there was so much that you had to keep up with, so much that you felt like you had to do. But I'm definitely seeing the ability to rest coming up for you and being able to take time off. Then we also have the card of joy. So spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you'll revel in the result. So the more you spread joy, the more you spread happiness, it literally just comes back to you. And what I'm seeing for you is being able to spread joy and also abundance, because I see you're going to be doing better mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And being able to spread more of that. Like when we're abundant, we feel like we can spread more abundance, right? And that's the beautiful thing about being abundant. And then we inspire other people to do the same, right? So spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt that you'll revel in the result. So I see you being more joyful and like putting smiles on other people's faces. And through doing so, it's like your life is just going to get so much happier. You know, when you see those people walking down the street and they just got that pep in their step and they're smiley and they're like, oh, how are you doing today? And like, you know, they're giving compliments and they're uplifting other people, and other people smile back at them, and they're a light that walks into the room. Like we've all experienced people like that, or even seen people like that on TV shows and whatnot. And I just feel like you're entering a season of your life where you're going to be able to have that, where you're just uplifted and you're no longer even going to want to talk about negative things, because you're just like, there's so much positivity to talk about. You're going to be in that state of mind. You're going to be in that state of being. You're going to be in that reality where it's just like, let's talk about the joyful things, because dang, I'm just on a high right now, right? Where it's sort of like the negative stuff doesn't even permeate you, because it's kind of like, that doesn't exist in my reality. I don't see it. I don't resonate with it. Like it's just not something that's really there. So you're going to enter a season of your life that reflects that sort of energy. And then we also have grounded. Keep your roots and stand taller than the trees. This is what I was talking about when the Tower card came up. This is what I was talking about, is the stronger that your foundation is, the higher your tower can go. Because imagine trying to build a tower on like an unstable foundation. Like you start building it too high and you're going to run into problems. It's just the same thing as like the game Jenga, right? Like the more you take away from the foundation and then the taller it gets, the more wobbly and unstable it gets. But let's say you keep the foundation and you keep building the foundation. You build a wider foundation. You focus on building the foundation and the growth. And when you focus on both of those, now you can reach higher heights without having to worry about falling over. That's going to be something that I feel like you're going to be building, is more of that solid foundation, more of like, for example, saving money a little bit more, because we always feel more stable when we do that. Or grounding yourself into other types of security. Like, where do you really want to root yourself? Where do you really want to live? What kind of job do you want to have? Are you focusing on it a certain amount of hours in the day or in the week? All those types of things. Like getting really grounded in a routine and a schedule that's really, that brings a sense of security and surety and peace. So that's coming through as well. And I'm definitely seeing that being able to expand your abundance and to where you can grow to higher heights in your life, reach more success, all because of that, because of your strong foundation. So woo! My group number 3s, that is what we have for you. More financial abundance, more engagements into things, more exciting things. Like, oh, there was so much information that came through in today's reading, but that is what we have for you, all about the blessings that are coming into your life next. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 4 is, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so beginning with your Astro Dice, let's see what we get for you. Woo! Okay, so we have the Moon, we have Taurus, and we have the first house. So the first house is about the self. It's about your identity. And one of the great blessings that's coming for you is stepping up into more confidence and also feeling like a more abundant and more beautiful, more luxurious version of you. Taurus is the zodiac sign of luxury, of comfort, of confidence. It's ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, and money. you are shifting yourself. Perhaps you've been doing like self-transformative work, my group number 4s. Maybe you've been doing some self-transformation where you've been working on your abundance mindset. You've been working on feeling worthy of abundance. You've been working maybe even on like wanting to just, feel more confident in yourself, feel more beautiful, feel more in love with yourself, feeling more comfortable being you, like creating a version of yourself where you're just like, I love who I am. I feel like you've been working on that. And if not, I feel like you're gonna be working on that, because I'm just seeing a huge transformation. And one of your biggest blessings is literally stepping into a version of you that's so much more sturdy, stable, that's like rooted into their path, rooted into who they are, and is unstoppable. Because also Taurus, the bull, when you think about the bull, they're unstoppable. When they're going for something, they're going through it. They're going to break through any wall that stands in the way. But the thing is, it's just about getting them going, right? Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's hard to get them going, but once they're going, and there's no stopping them. So that's the interesting thing about Taurus energy. And with the moon being in Taurus in the first house, I feel like you internally are going through a massive internal transformation. And the moon is also making me think about beauty as well. It's also making me think about water and the stomach. For some of you, maybe like a blessing's going to come through like literally just focusing more on your health and your well-being and noticing a massive transformation within yourself because of that. But I'm seeing a physical transformation for you, because Taurus is really that physicality. So maybe if you've been going to the gym a lot, or if you've been changing your diet because you want your skin to be glowing a little bit more, or you're wanting to get more toned or more healthy, or whatever the case may be, I'm literally seeing you creating a physical transformation that you're literally like, whoa. So the things that you've been doing for yourself already, if you've already gotten started on them, or even the things that maybe you're like, oh, I'm thinking about doing this because I think it's going to be something that's healthy for me. The things that you're doing for your health, for yourself, for your physicality, for your physical well-being, for your own inner self-transformation, the transformation that you desire to see emotionally, physically, and spiritually and mentally, all of those things are going to really pay off. And that's going to be a huge blessing that you achieve as long as you, stay consistent in what you're practicing. That is going to be a huge payoff. Taurus also deals with food, and the moon deals with our stomach. And so another thing that I'm really seeing here is like being more health conscious, being more healthy, and seeing amazing results in your life because of that. Like literally amazing results. It's going to change you on a physical level, but then also on an internal level too. It's like literally just feeling better, feeling more confident, feeling more beautiful, feeling more kind of like the leader of your life. Feeling, it's like you're stepping back into feeling like the leader of your life rather than feeling like life is sort of like creating you. A lot of the times we feel disconnected from feeling like the creator of our life. We feel like, I was kind of handed this body with these sorts of things to look after, and then I have this sort of craving, I have this sort of pattern, I have this sort of habit, I had this sort of environment that I grew up in. A lot of us, we're looking at all the external things that create who we are, but we also create who we are too. And I just really see you stepping higher into that creator seat, like being more intentional about, again, like your diet, your food, your exercise, and just being more healthy in general, and being more healthy mentally. Like, what are you consuming mentally? What are you applying mentally, right? Like, what are the habits you're applying? What are the patterns you're applying? What are the choices that you're making? All of these things create like who you are. And I really see you just going on a big self-transformational journey where you're putting yourself number one, and you're no longer succumbing to just going with the flow of life. It's more like you're grabbing the reins, grabbing the steering wheel of life, and you're saying, no, I want to go in this direction instead. And I'm here to make a transformation in myself. And it's like literally you're stepping up into your power, into your leadership, into your confidence, and it's going to really have massive payoff. Like, I'm literally seeing you becoming so proud of yourself, where you're just like so emotionally invested into you. Your boundaries are becoming so much more strong, like boundaries when it comes to, no longer doing that anymore, no longer succumbing to this, no longer succumbing to that. It's like you're really creating a healthy, strong, sturdy foundation with healthy boundaries. And then it's like you're becoming the pinnacle that's like unstoppable. like main character energy. Main character energy is coming through here. And let's see what else we get here for you. My group 4 is all about, okay, lots of cards. Why did the word cars come up? If some of you have been thinking about a new car lately, that randomly came out of my mouth, so self-love. I also see you being more, oh yeah, like so much more in love with you and the luxurious vibes. Some of you, if you've been wanting like a new car or something like this, I'm seeing you getting something that you're like, oh, look at it, it's luxury vibes. And then we also have Temple of Dreams coming through and Clear Waters. Clear Waters is getting so much more clear on who you are, what you want, a clear vision for your future. And I feel like it's going to be something that is really positive and really pays off. And then the Temple of Dreams, it's like getting really clear on what you're dreaming. Temple of Dreams too, I really think you're creating a solid foundation. One of the biggest blessings that's going to come into your life is literally being able to live what you've been dreaming of. Being a living example of what you used to dream of being. You're going to be a living example of it. Okay, so that's coming through here as well. And let's dive into some more cards here for you. Let's see. Ooh, we also have the Death card coming out being reversed. Oh yeah, you're already going on a massive internal shift, but this is going to be something where you're going to transform from the inside out, and it's going to be, ooh, I see you blossoming. You're going to blossom into somebody who you're excited to be. You know when you see like a main character that inspires you so much that you're just like, oh, I wish my life was like them, or they're so inspiring, or like you're going to be that person that you're most inspired by. You're going to be the person that used to inspire you the most. It's like you are that person now. And that's an exciting place to be. Let's see, we also have the Four of Cups showing up. The Four of Cups is other previous disappointments that have happened in life, or when we felt like our plate was too full, or we just weren't inspired. I'm getting this feeling of like not being inspired by life. Your blessing that's coming through is like new inspiration, a new idea, a new opportunity that ends up paying off. Maybe even if you've been waiting around for results for a while and you've almost felt like giving up on something because you're like, the results just haven't shown up. The biggest blessing that you're going to get is if you continue through it, you're going to see those results. You're going to see the results that you've been dreaming of, that you've been really wanting. And it's about not stopping and not giving up, because you're stepping up into that main character energy. We also have the Nine of Swords being reversed, old stresses, old worries, lack of sleep, like scenarios that used to run through your mind that you're like, oh my God, what if this happens? What if that happens? Or other things that used to stress you out. Those are fading away. You're clearing the waters. Those things are no longer going to be part of your mind, part of your consciousness, part of your reality. It's really doing a reset on other things that used to creep up in as fears or stresses or worries are no longer going to be even part of your reality or part of your consciousness anymore, because you're shifting so much. You're going to go through such a big self-transformation that you're going to change on such a deep level. You're no longer going to feel like you have to tiptoe through life. Okay, Seven of Swords is when we feel like we either have to tiptoe our way there, or if we're looking for an easy way out. Like, I really feel like you're just here to really have a breakthrough, to achieve something really big. We also have Five of Cups being reversed. Yeah, other things that emotionally have been weighing on you, you're going to have a beautiful emotional release where those things are no longer bothering you and they're no longer part of your life. And you're also able to release and move on from them and let them go. Previous failures that used to hold you back because there might have been a fear of failing again. There might have been a fear of having rejection again. There might have been a fear of disappointment again. You're releasing that and you're being able to come back to a fresh start, a fresh new beginning, because the first house as well is about a new beginning. It's connected to the Aries energy. So even though it deals with the self and it deals with the identity and all those different things, the first house is also very much a new beginning type of energy. And I feel like you are manifesting a fresh start, a new beginning, where it's like we're not carrying the baggage of our previous disappointments or previous rejections or previous hurts with us anymore. We're now just going at life from a blank page, a fresh slate, where we're like, I'm going to do a reset. I'm going to do a reset. And I'm going to start, and I'm going to make my life where I'm the main character. And every single main character in every single main character movie or story or anything like that always goes through some sort of adversity or hardship. And I see that you're going to be overcoming that and stepping more into your power and really starting to climb that ladder and get to that peak point where things flip around, and they flip around in your favor because of your ability to persevere and continue and go for what you want. I see that's going to be a huge blessing, is really just releasing anxiety, releasing fears, doing such a deep transformation. Like, this is the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. It's so worth the transformation. And every butterfly, I feel called to share this example. A butterfly, when it's about to emerge from the cocoon is actually nature's designed way of giving the butterfly a way to like work out and build muscle and build strength so that it's actually able to fly. Because if you think about the butterfly, it's like it hasn't needed to use its muscles. It was a caterpillar that went into cocoon, became complete liquid, and then liquefied, and then rebuilt itself into the butterfly. But it hasn't had the exercise that it needs, and flying is no easy task. Batting those wings is no easy task. And so the cocoon is actually specifically designed to be really hard to emerge from. And it's difficult to emerge from, but that's the initiation process. That's literally the initiation for the caterpillar to become the butterfly. So yeah, it has its wings already. It's become the butterfly. But can it fly? Not until it emerges from the cocoon, because that is where it builds its strength. And so for you, I actually feel like Spirit is saying that your biggest blessing right now is to persevere, to climb out of your cocoon, to climb out of that shell. And in doing so, you're going to have the ability to fly. That is your initiation to fly. And Spirit is saying that that is going to be a huge blessing. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's not going to last forever. Spirit wants you to know that first and foremost. Whatever it is that you're going through right now is literally not going to last forever. In fact, we know that based on the cards that are coming out. That's going to be clearing away from your life. You're no longer going to have those stresses, those worries, those same things happening in your life. That is going to clear away. But the reason that those were there was to give you the strength to fly. Right now is your initiation to be given the strength to fly, and then you will never have to deal with these issues again. When does a butterfly ever have to go through another cocoon breaking open situation? It never has to do that again. It literally just, it's done. It then just flies around after. It's the butterfly. You will never have to climb out of the cocoon again. You just got to do it once. And once you do, your blessing is the ability to use your wings to fly. So that is the metaphor of what you're going through right now. So that's one thing that Spirit wanted to say. Let's dive into the next cards here for you. And let's see what else we get. So we also have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. When you enter that realm of happiness, that's where you tap into unlimited power. That's where you tap into unlimited strength. So dance, do something to shift your vibration. Anytime that you're getting down or anything, I feel like one of your biggest blessings is like focus on the thing that makes you happy, or focus on a good song, good music, get up and dance. And you're going to notice that your ability to shift your vibration is like, woo. And you're going through a huge self-transformational process right now. And literally the person that you're becoming is like this unstoppable, unlimited version of you. Because if you think about a butterfly, there's so much more unlimited than the caterpillar. You're going through your self-transformation right now of becoming the freaking butterfly. If you felt like the caterpillar that was bound to just like moving really slowly, never able to fly, never able to do much, you're just kind of like, little caterpillar moving along. the transformational work that you're doing right now is going to be such an amazing blessing because you're going to become unlimited. Once you have your wings and you climb out of that cocoon and you just go for it, you go through that initiation process, you're literally unstoppable. That's the thing that Spirit wants you to know is you're literally unstoppable. There's no limit to who you can be and what you can become as you persevere and believe in yourself. If you have a desire and you're like, I want to do this with my life, I want to do that with my life, you're literally unstoppable. But it's about your ability to believe in yourself, your ability to climb out of that cocoon and go for it, to spread your wings and fly. That is your blessing, because Spirit wants you to know, like, literally your blessing is being able to see how worthy you are, being able to see how unlimited you are, how there is no limitations on who and what you can become and what you can achieve and what you can do, what you can experience and what you can create and what you can manifest. It's unlimited. You're going through that initiation process of realizing your own inner strength, your own inner ability, your own inner worthiness. That's the initiation process that you're going through right now, is the ability to realize you are unlimited. You are so worthy of achieving anything that you desire. Then we also have Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You are never alone. You are always going through this with Spirit, with the universe, with guides, with God. I feel like another blessing that's coming to you is the restoration of faith. Faith in God. Oh, I got goosebumps. Faith in the universe. Faith in your spirit guides. Faith in yourself. Another biggest blessing is, again, that faith being restored, because that's going to be something that carries you like no other. It's always there for you. It's always there with you. Got goosebumps from that one. Okay. Let's get some last cards here. We're also going to get into another oracle deck to end us off after this one, but let's see. My group 4s, we also have the Observer coming through. So anything that you desire to be, anything that you can observe, you can be it. And I'm also seeing you looking into the mirror and realizing that you're so much more than you ever thought and being able to expand yourself. I'm also oddly seeing TV and media with this. So if some of you have been like, if you have a dream of working in television or media or something like this, where other people can observe you and observe what you've done, or observe like your art, your paintings, your this, your that, your writing, whatever it is. If you have a desire to do that, I'm oddly seeing in this card that is that's absolutely, you're so capable of it. Like, you're literally so capable of it. This is about you realizing how capable you are of it. And that's one of the biggest blessings, is like your ability to persevere and go through and then start to believe in yourself. That literally is your biggest blessing. And, you know, a lot of the times we come to a video where we're like, oh, what are the biggest blessings in store for me? Or, you know, I want to be blessed with like thousands of dollars or this or that or whatever. The thing is, the funny thing about your reading is like, your reading is literally saying, you can have anything. You can have anything. Your biggest blessing is the realization that you can have anything that you desire, but it's about believing in yourself. And that's going to be your biggest blessing, because right when you believe in yourself, all those blessings that you could ever wish for can be yours, but it's about your ability to believe in yourself. Your ability to push forward and show up and be like, okay, here's what I'm going to give to the world. Here's who I am going to be. And just stepping up into believing in yourself and knowing that you're so innately worthy of it. The Explorer is the ability to expand, to travel, to have freedom to travel, freedom in your time, freedom in your schedule, being able to explore places you've always wanted to explore, being able to expand in ways you've always wanted to expand. And that's that. So let's dive into any last cards here to end us off with. But your reading, that was a really cool reading, because I oddly didn't expect that to be like the main message. Of course, we also had an interesting message of like a car coming through, which is a very clear blessing in and of itself. We also had that inner self transformation with health, well-being, your physical body, your energy, your mentality, your emotions, all of that. We had all of that coming through, but then also another one of your biggest blessings is literally just to believe in yourself. We have 2 dance cards coming up. What? Dance cards keep showing up in readings lately. It's honestly surprising. But yeah, dance. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. Yes, allow yourself some fun each day. Not every day needs to be work and this and that and struggle. No, we came here to life to experience life, to have fun with life. So I feel like another big blessing for you is just the realization, like, life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be fun. Make room for fun each day, right? Me and my husband have a goal each day to make our daughter laugh at least once, literally at least once. At least. We try to make her laugh like all the time. We love making her laugh. But she's so funny because like she's not just gonna laugh at anything, because you know kids are so innocent, they're only gonna laugh when they genuinely find something funny. And she never really laughs at the same thing twice. So we always have to be creative every day to find new ways to make her laugh. And it's helped us come back to the fun of life and realizing, like, you know, sometimes as adults we forget to make ourselves laugh. We forget to have fun. We kind of just like, we get wrapped up in responsibilities. We get wrapped up in all these other things that we got to do. But like with my daughter, I'm like, no, like you need to laugh at least once. We need to know that you're having fun at least once in your day, at least, right? So why don't we do that for ourselves too? Right? Like, I would never want to have a day where my daughter doesn't laugh or smile, like, or at least smile too, right? If she's not like laughing or smiling at least once during the day, like that's unacceptable. That's literally unacceptable. So why don't we do that for ourselves? Why don't we say like, hey, I haven't laughed or smiled today. I need to do something fun for myself. I need to do something that lights me back up, and allowing ourselves to do that. So, that is your message. Dance. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. You deserve to have fun. You deserve to shift your vibration and enjoy yourself and enjoy life. Your soul came here to Earth, which is a beautiful freaking place, by the way. There's like so many cool opportunities, so many cool things to do. Your soul came here to experience, to not... Your soul didn't come here to like work and just do responsibilities. Your soul came here to have fun. So let's find a way to have fun each and every day. And then we also have forbearance. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses. So yeah, I mean, sometimes there's certain things that, you know, they have thorn. Every rose has its thorn. There's that saying, right? So don't be deterred by something just because there's like, oh, there's some thorns on that rose. Don't be deterred by what you desire. Like the rose represents your desire, your highest achievement, the fun within life, right? Don't be deterred by the small little thorns that might be here and there, the small little nuances that might be here and there. Don't give up on your desire just because there's some thorns in the way, right? That is your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video, my beautiful group number 4s. I'm sending you all so much love. And as always, until next time,